Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on this guy here who has a strong love for Corrin, we'll call it that. And yeah, we're going to jump right into the first match here, or this match, I guess. Yeah, I mean, not really much to go off here, especially since it's just Corrin. I mean, looking at what he has here, I'm surprised that there's no Brave Corrin. So maybe his love isn't that strong, or maybe his love just isn't as strong as his wallet. But a lot of Corrins here, all highly merged, and with some decent investment. But I've seen better. I'm not seeing the love, man. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. But in any case, we should be able to pick this off pretty easily. This is a new team that I just built because yeah, the Cav Gale Force team was, I mentioned, too strong in the last video, so I put this one together instead. I don't know. We'll see how it performs. Yeah, not too high on it overall. But in any case, let's talk about Summoner Duels. So yeah, I finally got my teams all set up, and I'm gonna go ahead and well, I've already played a couple of matches. One thing I will say, this map is very, very favorable to Cavs, or the Cav line. So if you got your Cavs with high threat range and you have your dual dagger, you're in business. This is your map. Or if you want to do that thing that I did a couple of months back, where you have Embla plus your dual dagger stuff, so that they can't save, you can definitely do that. If you want to scroll through, I think I did a short on it, or a SDS video, I don't know, one of the two. But yeah, it's very strong on this map, because this map is very Cav friendly and flyer friendly. So if you have flyers that are combat oriented, or just if you have Legendary Hinoka. If you have Legendary Hinoka, she will dominate this map. Trust. Just make sure that she is able to hit hard with whatever skills that you want to give her. Make sure that she can kill, and then combo her with Golveg. I particularly think that is the superior pairing. Golveg really benefits from Hinoka's support. Aside from that, if you're on the receiving end, ban every Cav team. If you see someone with a Cav team, ban it. Do not play against that Cav team. You will lose 100%. Especially if it's against a player that is high ranked, you will lose 100%, because this map doesn't allow you to create defensive blocks. It doesn't have a lot of space for you to create defensive blocks, which is what you would need against a Cav line. You would need a strong frontliner to be able to tank hits from a Brave Crom, or a Brave Salif, or Ephraim, or even this T-Time Ira. You're going to need a strong frontliner to tank those hits, and this map really doesn't allow you to do that. There just isn't enough space on the map for you to properly position frontline units to tank a hit, and then be able to get in on the offensive to retaliate. So I'm not saying that there aren't units that you could set up to tank frontline hits, because what you could do is just go to the front of the map and put like your strongest unit. Like I've seen people use Freyr in that way. I think that's a pretty good use. But there are units that can take out Freyr, so you want to be careful with that. But we're gonna see how the rest of my run goes. GG's. Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on Golden Dale here, and we're going to use my favorite team currently, which is the Kagero team, supported by this Wind Tribe Dagger. And basically we're just going to hit and run this. Oh, I see this Florina here, and there was, because I finished my Summoner Duels run, I finished the Master Tier, Master B. I didn't get rank 1, but, I mean, close enough. We'll get him next time. I didn't really choke, it's just that, I played on Friday at 3 a.m., so, yeah, you're basically playing against the best players in the game mode, which I thoroughly enjoyed because before this I was playing I think I was playing at like in the day at like 8 a.m. 8 anytime in the day pretty much. The quality of opponent just isn't as good. And I think that's particularly because you're playing most of North America and there's a wider pool to pull from, and that pool doesn't necessarily have the best players. Whereas if you play at night, you're only playing degenerates.
Really?
You're only playing against degenerates and people from Japan, who are also majority of the time degenerates. And you're just, it's basically just whales and people who are like hardcore into this game mode, which I enjoy. I enjoy the challenge of it. So I wasn't necessarily playing to get rank 1, although if it happened, I would have really appreciated it, because really once you get rank 1, there's nothing else for you to do aside from be a bully, which I wouldn't have done. That's lame. But yeah, it was really fun. Florina actually came in mad clutch in one of the games. I think Summoner Duels S is really her strongest use case, or where you want to be using that Florina in particular, because I've used her in pretty much every other game mode, arena, Ather raids, and she's just
so fun.
Bad. There are units that do what she does better, but in SDS, because you need that, you need the, what's the word here? Variety. You need the variety, a greater variety of units. She slots in well into the 4-team selection. So it allows you to have guidance on more than one team. So basically I have a Catcher Ball, a Cordelia Ball, both with guidance, and then Florina also with guidance, and New Year's Ash also with guidance. So we're just warping all over the place. So as long as I banned Gatekeeper, I didn't have a problem.
Looks like it's my turn.
And that was one of my main concerns, just, hey, where's the Gatekeeper? Get rid of him? Alright, what else is here? And that was pretty much my strategy. Aside from that, there really wasn't much to worry about. This map, as I mentioned, I think yesterday, was like really, really flyer focused and very difficult to create an opening for. A lot of times I find myself on the outside of the map with like maybe 2 units in the circle or the square or the area, whatever you want to call it. And that's partly because I didn't practice very much before getting in. I just made like 4 teams. I was like, all right, this looks good. They're all warping around. This should be this should be enough to take out some bozos. And yeah, it did okay. Primarily because Summoner Duels is really devolving into just bringing your best units, or bringing whatever is the strongest meta unit currently out. If you don't do that, you're probably going to lose. It's really not a free-to-play game mode anymore. Maybe when it just started it was, but now merges matter a lot. Investment matters even more. And yeah, you're not playing somebody who just started and expecting a good time. If you're new to the game mode, you were gonna get your butt whooped. That's why they have tiers, at least. Sometimes you get the mismatches where you're playing somebody in gold, and you're like in master tier, which really isn't fair. But if you play at 3 a.m., you don't have that problem. Because the gold players don't play at 3 a.m., they're asleep. They lack passion! So they're not awake at that time. Everybody else is really passionate about it. They'll be playing at reset Summoner Duels. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that.
Do not know.
And you're playing against all of Japan, so
Leave it to us.
it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next SDS. SDR is still trash. I do think that game mode is severely flawed, and SDS is the superior game mode. That much I can say without any reprimand. There's an R word that I'm looking for here, but whatever. GG's. The game is done. See you in the next match. Whenever that is.